we are going to learn about our topic number 16, some question based on basic of Oracle with solution. So let's look at some question based on basic of Oracle. So here is our question that create a table for a student having following field and restrictions. So SID, this is the student ID. It should be varchar and start with the character as. This field should be defined by the primary key. So this field should be of primary key and start with the character capital F, and it should be of varchar. Now another field is S name. It should be varchar and should not accept null value. So this is the restriction on the S name. Now gender is also a you can say the field here, gender. Now it should be varchar and should not accept null value, so it also should not accept null value here. Class is also the field. It should accept only three values, first, second and third, and should not be null. So this is our question about that create a table for the student having the following fields and restriction, and we have read out the restriction and about the field name, that what's the criteria it needs. Now let's look at the solutions. So here is the solution, that create table student. So we are creating the table name student here, whose SID is the field here, whose data type is varchar2 and size is 10. Constant SID chk. Now we are using the check command to see that the SID should be of like S percentage, means it should start with the capital S followed by any characters. So SID should be like S percentage, and it is of primary key. So we have studied here about that SID should be of primary key. We have to make the restriction that SID should be of primary key. Therefore, we are using the primary key here. Now, S name should also be of varchar2, whose size is 10. Constant S name chk, not null. Now, gender of data type varchar2, whose size is 10. Constant gender chk. Now check gender is equal to male or gender is equal to female, not null. So this is the criteria we have made for the genders. Now class varchar2 size, it is the data type, class data type you can say, whose size is 10. Constant class chkds. Now check class in. We are using the in operator here, first, second and third, not null. So this is the criteria we have made and in the question, that class should be of varchar2 size 10, constant class ckds. Now check class in should be in 1, 2 or 3, and this should be not null. So this is the way you can create a tables in oracles whose with some of the restrictions in their fields. So we have a restriction in the SID, we have a restriction in the SLM, we have a restriction in the gender, and we have a restriction in the class. So this is the way you can create the table in Oracle. So thanks for watching